Namaste, my name is Bharati and I'm from Houston, Texas. We've been acquainted with Dr. Rohan Bhatt for almost 15 years now, walking encyclopedia of homeopathy as we fondly refer to him when we share our journey with our near and dear. We approached Dr. Bhatt upon the advice of a well-wisher to seek consultation of homeopaths from Soham Foundation, which was researching remedies for autism for our then 3-year-old son, who has a congenital heart defect and has had 2 open heart surgeries and was also diagnosed with autism. He was also suffering with severe constipation and had additional gastrointestinal issues like acute gastritis and severe food allergies along with severe self-injurious behaviors. Though I was myself brought up in homeopathy, unlike my previous experience with our homeopath back home, Dr. Bhatt's approach was a novel experience to us and we began to see mild but marked improvements in our son's condition right away. It has been and still is a wonder watching our son's demeanor change in a span of a few minutes from an uncontrollable self-injurious child to a calm self-contained one when the recommended homeo remedies are administered. Some of his ailments took time for recovery and he still is a work in progress, but we must admit that there is a definite and gradual relief. We are a household of regular ailments, both big and small, and as our faith in Dr. Bhatt began to grow, as we observed our son's recovery, the rest of the members of our family got associated with Dr. Bhatt as well. My one very profound experience happened about 3 to 4 years ago when I had begun having my very first episode of severe IBS. I feared the worst and was absolutely terrified. I would call Dr. Bhatt almost every day, going over my symptoms for that specific day, along with a monologue of my own fears and suspicions. Though it was almost the same content being outpoured every day, Dr. Bhatt really stood by me and would hear to it all over again and share words of hope, condoling me again and again that it was just a phase. I still remember his composed demeanor and reassurances during the counseling, which along with the remedies built the required confidence in me and revived me back to normalcy. All our experiences with Dr. Bhatt's treatment has been similar to the above mentioned anecdote. Also, Dr. Bhatt has always been untiring in answering our phone calls and providing consultation, even when he was attending an ailing family member of his own at a hospital, or even when he was in the middle of meetings and alternating remedies when the previously recommended ones haven't helped. And it's comforting to know that at times when Dr. Rohan Bhatt isn't available and we were in dire need of advice, Dr. Meghna Bhatt is always there to offer the needed guidance. Many times when requested, Dr. Bhatt has advised upon the remedies to be taken from the parents as well, though they don't happen to be his active patients. And oftentimes it is me who reminds Dr. Bhatt that it might be about time for us to pay and we might be overdue with the consultations, which I believe comes about as an involuntary gesture of a genuine tendency of kindness and servitude for humanity as opposed to a commercial business setup. It would be incomplete for me to end this review without a mention of these miraculous happenings at times though. There are times when I tend to use a remedy from a previous prescription for the same ailment, but it doesn't help unless it comes again from Dr. Bhatt himself. Then there are many other times when Dr. Bhatt gives the prescription and I already begin to feel better even before taking the remedy. In my very honest opinion, though being battered with relentless challenges in life, we have been blessed and bolstered with the consolation of crossing paths with a brilliant, accomplished and an equally compassionate physician, Dr. Rohan Bhatt. Wishing all the good health, abundance, peace and prosperity for Rohanji and his family.